غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. لك الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Uh, Today is going to be our, I think it's not mistaken, it is a seventh session. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yes, session number 7. And inshallah, today we will discuss the topic number 4. But due to the, but today I think I I'm I am quite disturbed today with the demise of my close friend because of the COVID-19. He's very close to me, and his daughter is the I call, okay, very dear friend to me. Just got the news in the afternoon. Quite. It's all today. I will give. I tried my best to finish, even though they have a long lecture for today. But my mind, you know that when I'm just a human. Feel sad. I want to do a lot of reflections. Okay, it appears to me that, yeah, as mentioned to you many times, I am 47 years old now, and anytime Allah will take me to go back to return to the alam baqah, which I don't know. Hopefully, if you hear the news, the demise of myself, please at least recite al-Fatihah and sadaqah and dua to me. Okay, because I'm one of the I consider myself a sinful person. Lot of sins I made when I was young. Only Allah can forgive me. And then when you reach certain age of your life, when you hear the news about the demise of your friends, the death of your friend, where your friend passed away, you feel that la ilaha illallah. You feel, I don't know, feel and sometimes ask, just ask, what happened if it happened, if I am the person who Allah invited me after this? Am I ready to be in the graveyard alone? Am I ready to face the munkar and nakir? Am I able to answer all the 7 questions given by the malaika? Will I be rested peacefully in my graveyard or not, or vice versa? A lot of things of reflection. So, brothers and sisters, inshallah today I'm not going to prolong the lecture just for the sake of following the schedule, so that we will be able to finish according to the time. Okay. So, but bear in mind, brothers and sisters, death will not differentiate whether you are 47 years old or you are uh, 25 years old, 21 years old. It will come to you. It will certain. Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut. We are going to taste the death because this world is not our place actually. Because our real forefathers, Adam alayhi salam, okay, is from another dimension, okay, from heaven. This is the we need to bear in mind. It means that the real life starts when we pass away. That's why, brothers and sisters, maybe a small reminder from me. If you practice it, it's going to be a continuous reward for me. To me, when I was in graveyard, sorry, when I was in graveyard, at least you try, do not forget salawah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad in your free time. Okay, when you have troublesome in your mind, recite salawah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. You can imagine, because just to share with you, 1,000 salawah is just 1/2 an hour of your time. While waiting for your friend, while walking from your mahalla to your cafe, you can recite Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Coming back, I think almost 500 salawah you can do every day. Hopefully, this an admonishment or advice or correct sharing session to recite salawah will be a continuous reward if all of you practice it. Okay, when I pass away, إذا مات ابن آدم انقطع عمله إلا من ثلاثة. Okay, for those just joined, today I received a news from about the demise of my friend. Okay, he left this afternoon because of COVID-19. Okay, and it all very give me a big blow of my mind to think about what my condition. He also got the youngest kid, around 7 years old. Mine is 5 years old. I leave to Allah to protect them if I pass away in the nearby period. I think that's a thing that just for reflection. That's why I try my best for the sake of scheduling of our course, I try to give a lecture, but I don't think I'm capable to give more than 1 hour, because you know that when you have, I don't know, you feel this sad, upset, all the thing that you learn, all the knowledge, I don't know, all the ideas to give the lecture is almost you feel less. I need some time for reflection. I think I need to do salawah, whatever, praise, recite Al-Quran to reflect myself. Okay, today inshallah we will get let's continue with our today class. Inshallah we will stop at 4. Okay, because of okay, today we're going to discuss what is thing. Okay, please write down your name at the chat section as a proof of your attendance. Thank you very much. All right, the guiding principle, ethics, privacy, and security. This is a thing that one of the topic which is very important. In the previous class, I hope that all the lectures that I give, I always will make you understand the concept about first on the Tawhidic paradigm, about your understanding, your self-awareness, your realization, your mindset, your perception about the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the sole mudabbir, the sole administrator of this universe. Various dimension of universe is the one who administers it. Okay, and that's why whatever we do in this world must comply with his assignment on us, which is to be the disciple, to be the viceroy of Allah, Khalifatullah, and servant of Allah, Abdullah. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. Okay, that's why which these two roles will be questioned in the day of judgment. How many percent of our life we manage to fulfill these two roles? What do I mean by this understanding? We understand that whatever happened in this world happened because of Allah permission. We believe in qada and qadar. We believe in the malaika. We believe on the hereafter. We believe on the kitab, the books. Okay, we will revelation, meaning that we believe that whatever Allah is the unquestionable administrator for this universe. Okay, he is the one who has the right and authority to resolve all the problems that we face in this world. He's the one is more rahmah, wafur rahim, rahman rahim. Okay, this is a thing that, and all these things must be materialized in terms of our aqidah. We have the right methodology to believe in Allah, to believe in Rasul, to believe in kitab, to believe in malaika, to believe in hereafter, to believe in the qada and qadar, the right methodology. whether according to, if you following al-Ash'ari or Maturidiyah, okay, fine. If you following the three tawhid, okay, uluhiyah, rububiyah, asma' wa sifat, okay, fine, as long as it is the right methodology from Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They're right, alhamdulillah. And also from ibadah, how we worship Allah subhanahu, is it does our worshipping routines is just routines, or they have the quality, okay? If it's just the routines, when there's something wrong somewhere, and Allah remind us to improve, try to improve our position in this ibadah. And also from akhlaq, okay, your akhlaq, our ethics. This is the thing that the Tawhid paradigm, understanding self-awareness on the one side, Tawhidullah, Tawhid Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to fulfill our role as first grown of Allah and Khalifatullah. This is the thing that. So hopefully you'll be able to understand. And also from the previous class, I hope that you have some ideas on how the difference between Muslim, Mu'min, and Muhsin. Iman, Islam, Al-Iman, and Al-Ihsan. The highest level is anta abudallaha ka'annaka tarahu fa illam takun tarahu fa innahu yarak, which is al-ihsan, al-muhsin, where you can sense in your heart and in your mind. You can sense it. You can sense. We cannot see, but you can feel. You can in your mind and in your heart the existence of Allah. Anta abudallaha ka'annaka tarahu. You can feel it, existence. فَإِلَّمْ تَكُنْ تَرَى فَإِنَّهُ يَرَى. If you feel to have that sense, that feeling, you need to believe that Allah is watching you. 24 hours muraqabah, 24 hours musyahadah. This is a thing that you need to bear in mind. And you can see the difference in your ibadah. If you managed to fulfill, to achieve this maqam. And it requires struggle, effort. Okay, one of the struggle, okay, given a proposed by the scholar is through salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Allah will help us, will guide us from that salawat. Okay, the guiding principle that we discussed first, the Tawhid paradigm, okay, that shape or mold our ethics as Muslim ICT professional, as a Mu'min IT professional, and a Muhsin IT professional. How the guiding principle, the Tawhid paradigm, and also it reflects on how we deal with the issue of privacy. Okay, when we talk about ICT, one of the components that are privacy and security. How we want to settle that. You have learned for the security and privacy. You had learned about the technical part from the hardware and from the software component and from the administration of these two. But now what about another dimension of this privacy and security, which is what the Prof. Fauzan mentioned, the hardware, our iman, okay, our belief and our perceptions, okay, to control or as a significant part for these two components, privacy and security. While we have the computer ethics, if you look from the word from Gottenban, which means that we have the locomotive. Why not we don't have when human civilization, when our civilization has a new technology, locomotive, transportation, telephone, there is no tractor ethics, there is no telephone ethics. But when it comes to the computer, why scholars suggested computer ethics? Because why? You can think by yourself. Okay, why? Because it has a lot of impacts on other people's life if we are not carefully. Because as we know that you are a student of ICT, you know the one of the characteristics of digitization or digital content is that it open for manipulation. It can be manipulated and edited, okay, easily, especially nowadays, even with videos. Okay, don't be surprised in the future for those who are famous actors. They do not need to act anymore. They just first give permission, and maybe in their house they can have the maybe some touch up from the computer application, and then CGI, everything been done with that. Okay, that's the thing that the current technology allow it. That's why it also don't be surprised if you see or you watch a video that intend to do the character assassination. It is common nowadays because of the technology. That's why we have the computer ethics, because they have a lot of implications on human lives because of the ability to be modified or edited or copied. You know that. All right. Okay, for us, we alhamdulillah, Allah give us hablum min Allah, this role, and hablum min nas as Khalifa. Okay, we have this thing that become the shield for us to prevent us from doing things that can harm other people, because we have this thing, because we believe that whatever we do in this world will have the consequences, either reward or punishment in the day of judgment. If we use ICT to spread the fake news, spread the lies, spread or to do character assassination, to frame someone, it's going to be either the punishment in the day of judgment, or both in the day of judgment and the worldly punishment, and there will be consequence from the legal aspect whatsoever. Hablu minan nas and hablu min Allah. Alhamdulillah, we Muslims believe that. Suppose that's why, but unfortunately, we are the one who always do this thing, commit this thing. We misuse the ICT. Even our kuliah, student of our kuliah, forge signature, forge letter. This thing is not, for me, sorry to say, it is something wrong somewhere in our belief. Because if we believe that Allah is watching us, if we believe that there will be consequences in the day of judgment, and we believe that there will be worldly punishment, and we believe that Allah is prohibited all the stuff, but why on earth we still do it? I mean, there's something wrong in our iman. And you can imagine, Allah had this, Prophet had given this framework: Al-Iman, Al-Islam, Iman, and Ihsan. And we still at Al-Islam. I'm talking about myself. I'm 47 years old. What will happen to me in my graveyard if I'm just being considered by Allah just a Muslim? Islam in Zahirin, in the physical, in the surface, superficial Muslims. Maybe I'm have a one topic book that in my ideas. Maybe during my retirement I will write a book. Superficial Muslims, meaning that the Muslim that only in the name, because my father is a Muslim, then I become a Muslim. But in terms of teaching, but they are far from the real Muslims. Okay, that's why what will happen if suppose I already at the age 47 I already reached and obtained at least some part of maqam ihsan, al-muhsin, but because of my, I don't know, drawbacks, my limitation, my love to dunya, the temptation, I love to a lot of things, then I just still a Muslim. What will happen to me in the graveyard? Suppose this thing should as a reminder to all of us to strive our heart, our life, to achieve, to upgrade ourselves from the Muslim, the real Muslim, not superficial Muslims who just do the routines, but in terms of akhlaq, in terms of quality of ibadah is zero. Okay, so that to try to upgrade ourselves from into the mu'min and the Muslim. So that we'll be able to become the muhsin ICT professionals. Okay. One of the cynical nomenclature people give to a profession that always lie is lawyer. I don't know whether it's true or not. Maybe just a cynical name. Well, why not? But what I'm hoping that in future, because of your generation, if you want to see honest profession, look at the ICT professional. I hope that because of your generation, I pray to Allah that Allah will make your generation become the most, the generation that represent your profession as IT professional. And because of your honesty and trustworthiness, your profession has been known as the most trusted because of the honesty, okay, and amanah is the most ICT professional. Okay, hopefully it's a thing. That's why if you look this diagram carefully, it appears to us what does it mean by hablum min Allah, meaning that you need to have the taqwa, God consciousness, ikhlas, sincerity, the quality of our ibadah. And also what about the hablum nas in terms of privacy, trust, honesty, respect, equality, and so forth. So this is a thing that, brothers and sisters, if you look carefully, try to understand this diagram. One of the implications that our akhlaq, your akhlaq, your ability to be empathy to other people, okay, not just sympathy but empathy to other people because of this thing. Okay, if you look carefully, if you study carefully the examples from the life of the Prophet, it shows this thing. Khulquhu khulqul Quran. Khulquhu al-Quran. Aw kama qala sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, this is the Quran, the life Quran, the living Quran is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In terms of taqwa, in terms of sincerity, in terms of trustworthiness, in terms of honesty, in terms of respect, not only the old people, the young people, is a thing that the akhlaq. Okay, ethics in the information age. Okay, the possible question to ponder for us: what benefit would the ICT bring to the organization Ummah? Okay, for the benefit, I think we should not worry much. Okay, especially nowadays with the limitations, Alhamdulillah, ICT has facilitated a lot of our life. Make it easy for us to do transaction, to communicate, to extend, to share a lot of things. What the thing that should worry us, the negative impacts. Okay, when those limitations in ICT being improvised by the computer scientists, these are the things that you should bear in mind. Okay, what the implication to the organization, and also the ummah. Okay, another question: what can people do with ICT application? A lot of things, and alhamdulillah. Okay, that's why one of the things that we not just, hopefully we not just become the users. We also have got to do with the new ideas, innovative ideas. That's why for your group project, I want you to think about future technology. Even though just the 20 marks, just a few marks from that, okay? But still, brothers and sisters, try to think, imagination, exercise. Because you are still young. You have a lot of imagination. You can do a lot of imagination, okay? From the current technology that we have, what are going to be the future technology, okay? You can do a lot of things nowadays. And you don't be surprised. The advancement of technologies in ICT will happen during your prime time. I repeat many times this thing because I believe that it's going to happen. Because now you are 20 plus, 23. Like next 2 decades, you are 40 plus, like myself. And you become somebody in your profession during your prime time. You have the kids, you have the family. So how to make sure that ICT will be beneficial to our life, and how to make sure that we are able to prevent ICT from doing harm to our life. This is a thing that you bear in mind as a food of thought. Okay, how? Maybe in terms of, maybe you can tackle it from the technical perspective, or you can tackle it from the soft perspective. To what extent could ICT protect the data? Now that we talk about data, the big data analytics from the transaction, from the email, from anything. and you come up with a pattern to identify the pattern, you interpret the patterns, okay, and how this data can be protected with what, okay. You can have all the software and hardware, you can have all the mechanism infrastructure, but still you are relying, the technologies are relying to humans to control it, to authorize it. But if the human fail to have all the soft elements in their related to iman, then this thing cannot be 100% protected. Okay, I agree with. I watched one movie. He said that one of the dialogue. Everyone has a price. Has a price. For me, maybe I can ignore the bribery, but one thing I cannot afford is if someone use my kids, my children. Okay, then I will comply. If you don't comply with our request, I kill your kids, our children. The threat, inshallah, I will make sure that I don't care. The most important thing that everyone has a price. What is your price? Maybe some people can easily be bribed to breach the data. Some people that have the principle, but still has a price. For me, my weaknesses is my family. Okay. Maybe some people they don't care about family as long as they care. But for me, they can ignore all because I do not want other people money. I have some sort of that. But when it comes to the family, it's one of the weaknesses. Everybody has a price. So how to ensure that ICT with all the software and hardware and infrastructure can protect the breach of data if the human still is connectable, is not having what we call that the strong mechanism to protect this. Is there any possibility that the system could lead to human destroy? Yeah, why not? You can watch them. You watch the movies. I don't think. Yeah, I mean it sounds fiction movie, but uh, you watch the Matrix Revolution. Anyone? I think it's one of the classic movie for you lah. Maybe for your generation, it's a classic movie. Anyone watch Matrix? Matrix Revolution, Matrix Reload. Anyone?
I watched it a bit, sir. The first one.
Yeah. Do you understand? The first time you watch it, do you understand? Do you understand the concept of movie?
Now I understand. And when I'm bigger, but when I was little, no. I
No,
was
yes,
actually pretty confused. Actually.
yes, confused. You know, when you after you watch it many times, as time goes by, when you become mature, you have a lot of inputs in your mind. You understand? That's what we worry. What will happen to human civilization? That worries me a lot. Okay, I hope that none of us living like that in the future, because it is not a life. It is just a dream. Okay, but hopefully Allah will protect us. Okay. Very much like wisdom, use the ability to make the best of knowledge in establishing the basis for right purposeful decision making. This is the thing that ethics, wisdom. Okay, use the ability to make best of knowledge in establish the right decision making. I think as promised, I want to start at 4. Okay. I want to have a lot of things. I think a few minutes before I have 2 minutes before 4. Brothers, sisters, life in this world is short. Okay. You have a lot of things to achieve. You have a lot of things to do. Allah give us 24 hours a day. Ask ourselves. I'm talking about, it's a reminder for me as well. Allah give us 24 hours a day. For sure, we need to allocate 8 hours for resting, for sleeping, to rest. We have balance 16 hours. We have maybe, of course, we need to, as myself, working people, I need to work from 9 to 5, another 8 hours. Okay, and rest balance 8 hours. The balance of 8 hours, suppose it be done for ibadah. Okay, fine. We are not, our iman is good. It's not like the companions or the Salafus Saleh. How many percent from this balance 8 hours, we use as ibadah. Sir, working is ibadah. Yes, I agree with you. With the niyyah, we do intention. Studying is ibadah. We do intention. What is your intention when you study? Because of for the sake of Allah, for the sake of you seeking knowledge for the sake of Allah. If you seek knowledge for the sake of Allah, you will focus reading, drafting, training, coding. If you for this for researching. Now you are let's consider you are okay part of it. We are just focused on the last 8 hours. What type of ibadah we want to perform? How many percent from these 8 hours we utilize it for ibadah? 10%, 50%, 100%. Alhamdulillah. Yes, I'm still young. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. You are still young. I'm talking to myself. Okay, 50%. Maybe you at least try to. Ibadah requires training. You cannot just wake up. I want to ibadah. First, it requires knowledge. It requires some people to guide you. It requires some sort of exposure, reading, attending the kuliah. Okay, so that you are doing the right way in the right ibadah, the right method, and you need to strive to improve the quality of ibadah. So, brothers and sisters, this is a thing that 8 hours. You know that it's reflection for me to think. Okay, maybe if you heard the demise of myself in the next few, I don't know, but I think this today is going to it give me a big slap, a reminder, pam, to always to have this conscious about death. Okay, so brothers and sisters, okay, it's a thing. Hopefully, that my lecture will give you some ideas on how to live, or at least intention to upgrade yourself from the Muslim mu'min until the muhsin. So that when you pass away, you already have achieved the muhsin, mean the 24 hours muraqabah and 24 hours mushahada. Your heart is always thinking, okay, feeling Allah is watching you. At least like that. Alhamdulillah. Okay, as far as 4 o'clock, I'm sorry for the another extra 2 minutes. I think that's all from me. Okay, sorry. Please write down your name at the chat section as a proof of your attendance. Okay, I think that's all for me. So we adjourn the class with tasbih kafara and surah al-Asr. Subhanakallah bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلى الذين آمنوا